Hey all, thank you for joining today's stream. I know it's a Saturday. I know that we've got a medium heavy event. Most of those big timers really aren't up for it because it's kind of the same old, but it's always good for, the medium to low players. And wow, we got some stuff to go over today. Um, yeah, so let's see who we got in chat before we start diving into things here. And we've got, let's see, the infamous man for breaking the game, Twilight Tier. We've got Captain Flint. Thanks for joining. We got Grim Studio. How you doing, Grim? Behaving, I hope. Got my good buddy Sigma Prime. We got Mega Master. And we've got, let's see, all right, well, we're starting off a little light today, but, we got Spen over here, so yeah, it's all good. We got Soundwave Fireclaw. Smokescreen showed up. Hey, Smokescreen, good to see you, buddy. We are the ones are here. Okay, so, and Maddie is here. So we got a good start off today. People will pop in, no doubt. So, up. There's Blade. He popped up. So yeah, good to see you. Got a good mix of some good news, some bad news to share. Um, and well, also have a new ad in the stream. Let's see if anybody picks up on it and sees it. So I'm gonna hide the chat there in the stream. So we got Patrick Bateman. He came in. That's my buddy Megatron. So yeah, we got a darn good start off here, and well, I guess we'll dive in. So we got some announcements this week. Um, Earlier this week, Freezius said he's taking a hiatus. It's kind of sad, but it makes sense. He's got his own reasons. I'm not gonna delve into them. I'm not gonna talk about his reasons for that. Everybody's got stuff going on, and it's kind of sad to see Freezius moving or backing off for a while. He told me maybe a month or so, possibly. We'll have to see how things go. Um, Somewhat adjacent on that note, Waza also talked about Freezius is backing down for a little while, taking a hiatus. And even Waza said that depending upon what happens in the Twitch stream, scheduled for April 17th, that the team is going to go over, he may or may not cut down from streaming and doing content. So those are two kind of bittersweet type things, and mostly bitter, but a little sweet because that means that I move up to number one. But oh man, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. It really didn't. Um, but yeah, so also next week we've got the team stream on Twitch. Probably gonna be about the same time, about 12 noon on Thursday. So probably gonna get that going. And Megatron just said he may get his YouTube channel back on. That would be definitely cool to do, man. As you know, I support all the content creators, both the official, all the official, and a lot of the unofficials like Rushing Mine and Croto and Twilight, who likes to break the game. So yeah, definitely. I'll definitely help promote you that way too, Megatron. Get you going that way. Um, and then, of course, let's come down to why we're all here today. The new combats. We've got Tyrannitron and Scorpulator. They're ranged combats. And we know a little bit about what's going on. We don't have any definitive looks for them yet, any in-game looks. But for those of you that aren't aware of these guys, and to be honest, I wasn't either as knowledgeable as I am in Transformers. These guys I was like, who are these these guys, and I looked them up, and they're Action Masters C.O.M.B.A.T.s. Tyrannitron is attached to Snarl's Action Master, and Scorpulator is attached to the Devastator Action Master back in the G1 days, and I don't honestly remember these guys. But that's neither here nor there. They're coming into the game, and at least they're kind of staying lore accurate with them being ranged combats. But at the same time, I don't want to see an Action Master Devastator come into the game. I like having him solely as a combiner, so not sure how that's going to work out. But we've got them coming into the game, so that'll be fun and interesting. And we've got some preliminary data on the bots. The information is subject to change. It's already changed twice this week with some of their equipability and compatibility. They changed before as Waza, or before Waza did his stream earlier this week. So I had updated my sheets shortly after Waza's stream this week. So yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be rather versatile. They're atypical ranged combats. They're going to primarily apply to gunners and to air class. And here I'll blow one up for you guys, because I know that they probably still come up a little shoddy and stuff, but yeah, here I'll blow it up and I'll scroll down the list a bit. So yeah, we'll do our little transformation matrix here. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stats on these guys yet. They're still new. They're still in playtest, and from what I understand, a lot of people in playtest still haven't gotten them. So I don't know if that's. I know that there's something going on with them over in playtest. I know that there's some issues going on there that way, but that's not, it is a big deal, especially when we want the playtesters to be able to do stuff. But at the same time, we gotta get them out to everybody. But as you can see, they will attach to air and gunners. Gunners are supposed to get a range increase. We haven't seen that quite yet on playtest. If anything, we've seen the opposite, primarily just because they're still new. We just got them this week. They're not fully refined yet. So I mean, we've got some interest. They've got some interesting application. Of course, going with the air class and the gunners, as most range combats do. But yeah, so they're going to be fun and interesting little guys to investigate and play with. And while we're talking on these guys, let's kind of show you what we've got going here. This is on the playtest server, obviously, because they haven't been brought up live yet. Yeah, right now as it stands, these bots, they give a percentage of damage every 10 seconds. They fire a shrapnel shell on impact that deals 2.5 times your bot's DPS. So right now as it stands, that's gonna be like a big game changer for how people are going to equip these bots, especially amongst the air and gunner classes. Like other combats, a lot of them do depend on the bot's DPS, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. So if you want them to do some major damage, you're going to need some high DPS bots equipped to them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then they to the primary target, and they split into fragments that strike nearby enemies. Up to 6 fragments or enemies. We'll see as we go into it today. and those deal 1.5 times your bot's DPS. So you've got a good overall chance of doing 4 times the DPS damage to an enemy with these combats. That's cumulative, of course. Um, and the targets hit that are inflicted with glass gas. So a lot of people love glass gas because it makes everything brittle. So these are some heavy hitters coming into the game. So we will definitely have to get them equipped and get them tested out. Um, I haven't heard anything about SB or Bobblehead Megatron. I like that blade. That's great. Um, it could be some minor other glitch going on, but I can research for that for you. But right now, as you can see, I've got my Scorpulator up at level 7. Let's see if the stats change. If I go up and change them, upgrade them here. Let's see what happens. Up to 25%. So yeah, we have a damage multiplier that gets changed with Scorpulator. So every time that you rank them up, the damage does increase. So yeah, they're rather impressive here, and they seem to be a good combat. Well, like I said, we're gonna play around with them here, and I didn't want to equip yet. I still wanted to continue to do the upgrade. Now, do you guys think I should crank them up to 11, or should I leave them at 10? And maybe we'll see a difference between the two. What are you guys thinking? Because I think we should leave him at 10, see what he does, and then crank him out to 11 and see if there's a significant difference that way. Span retracted his message. Okay. Not digging what he's going for, I guess. But where did he go? I know that he's up here in the level 10s. There he is. So yeah, we got him. We've got him at max 10 right now. Should we give him a run at 10 and then do some testing and see how he works at 11? And Smokescreen says crank him up. And Spen says let's leave him at 10 then do an 11. All right, let's do 10 and then 11. And as you guys can see, he can equip to quite a number of bots, and apparently now specials are included in that. So like I said, my data sheets aren't quite ready for them yet. You know, the data keeps changing, but they've got a lot of good bots that they can go on. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do both runs, Smokescreen. But yeah, let's see. Should I pick one of my favorites or one of the least favorites? You know what? We're gonna go with one of my favorite gunners. We're gonna go with Onslaught. I love this guy. People don't think he's great, but I just love this guy. I will admit he is a little squishy, but at times. But you know what? That's what makes it challenging, in my opinion. You know, I look at everything as a challenge, and Onslaught is seriously one of my favorite bots of all time. I do actually love this bot. He's been one of my favorites since a kid. I love his look. I love his overall aesthetic, as both in game and everything else. We're gonna put on Rod Kron here. And we'll do T2 Megatron. That'll be my squad for this setup. And if you guys notice, if I'm looking down, it's because I've got to. I'm streaming via my phone for these. It's when a couple of weeks ago when I had that major cataclysm with Windows, I got to stream from my phone. Which is fine. No problems there. Just keep in mind that I'm not gonna take them out. And no, I have not snagged the new toy. I would love to, but budget's just not accommodating right now. And okay, this looks like this could be a fun test. We've got a little bit of a honeycomb front load here. Okay. And yeah, let's crank it up. We got 3 bots. In typical CFTactics fashion, we never do the suggested zone. So we're gonna see what these guys can do. Of course, he's hanging back. That's not a big deal. But look at this. Ooh, oh, he's really hammering out those harvesters. That's part of the gunners targeting, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, even the storage devices, you know, they do have a high health factor. They have a high defense factor. So, you know, the fact that it's 1-2 shots at level 10 on this guy, my DPS must be through the roof with my onslaught. I'll have to double check that. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna spread out on swoop. There we go. And it looks like Megatron and them took them out. But here we go. Here we go. He's going into battle now. He's going to need some coverage from our guys here. And yeah, we're going to want to boost him out a little bit. Wow, he is cracking with this bot. See, high DPS bots, man, they make a difference. They make a big difference. You know, there's some of the glass gas. So yeah, I mean, now keep in mind, this is on Onslaught, and we're going to go back and I'm going to go look at my Onslaught stats. Cause yeah, that was incredible. That was nuts. That really tearing it up, and I might use him on live that way. Cause yeah, that was sick and nuts. And yeah, 701 with all the perks, but the base DPS, the base damage is 400, so I got a 300 difference there. But even working off of the 700 or even off the 400, tearing up that base with this combat. I mean, huge. That was awesome. That was a blitz. That was just awesome. And welcome back, Mega Master. And yeah, Smokescreen, he's tearing stuff up. Welcome on, Joe Ben. Glad to have you here. And we were just going over Scorpulator for those that were coming in. I put him on Onslaught. You know what? And we might that was with the gunner class. Let's try him with a high DPS air class bot. Like yeah, who do we got here? We got a couple of good high DPS. We're gonna put him on Blast Off because he's comparable to Starscream, and we're gonna see what he does in this case. And we're gonna also see if there's gonna be any behavioral changes, because you know some combats. No, we're not upgrading. We're replacing. Some combats do change the behavior of no, Onslaught tracks. Onslaught is the leader of the Combaticons. He's the gunning truck. He's the missile truck. So he's Bruticus / Optimus Maximus. But now I'm going to put it on Blastoff, who's Firefly for the Autobots. And we're going to see if there's a behavior change, if there's something else here. And I want another gunner on this squad. I'm going to bring in my favorite Spinister. And let's do one more special, because I'm digging how we did that lineup. And you know what? I'm going to throw a Tarantulas in here just for the mix. So, oh yeah, that's one of the Blast Off skins I got a long time ago. I like it. I just like I just like the change up, the color change up. Sorry, Trax. Yeah, the Autobot counterpart of Skyburst. Yeah. And let's crank it out. We're going to do Zone 14 again because in typical CFTactics fashion, we don't do the suggested zones. We'll either go above or below, but we won't go. We won't do the suggested one. And okay, this looks like an interesting layout. Now let's see. We got a lot of resources over here by the HQ, but we do have some. We have some opportunity here to see what they can do. So let's drop some Spinister over there, and then we're gonna see what. Okay, yeah. The new combat makes them rush in, not hang back. I'm noticing that on playing out here. They get really up close. They're acting more like a special here. Cause I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it or not, but I'm gonna reload this real quick. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, we're back. Hey, it wouldn't be a CFTactics stream if there wasn't technical problems, you know. But yeah, let's see what he's really doing by himself, because I want to see this. And here we are. He's still on Firefly Blast Off. Yeah, he's rushing in like he's getting treated right now like a ground special. And there's that glass gas. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. I don't like the fact that he's bringing them in so close. And I'm going to have to do something so that I can get Firefly to live a little bit longer. But yeah, he's doing some mad damage, and if we can get him off the walls, that would. Yeah, he's acting like a gunner in some regards, and he's got some other things. I don't like the rushing that he does, getting so up close and personal on these defenses. That does kind of bother me, but it does do a good job here. And there we go. Sorry guys, been tweaking some stuff out apparently. But like I said, it wouldn't be a CFTactics stream if there weren't technical difficulties. But okay, so the behavior is interesting. I did leave that in case you guys were wondering. But yeah, so overall interesting combat, not so bad. Definitely going to be an interesting way to go with it. So let's hit the chat, see what everybody's saying. Okay, what does Scorpulator change the bot's range to? Doesn't look like extra long. No. Let's go take a look-see, and we'll do that. No, it's not going to be extra long, but not by any means. Only gunners are supposed to get a range increase, but so it appears that it stayed right where it was for the bot. Let's make sure. Yeah, it did say it's supposed to go up extra long, but I didn't see it. And keep in mind, guys, this is still in the sketching out phase and testing phase, so we still got a lot of things to go ahead and get addressed on this bot. You know, he only came out this week, so we're still making adjustments and getting those things out of the way. I don't know if he's going to stay this way or not, Blade. I'm seeing your chat right now. Yeah, he may or may not stay this way. I mean, like I said, we're still making adjustments to him, so we're getting a lot of things in line with them, making sure that that's done. But we can do a demolisher equipment. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. And let's see how he works on demolisher. That'll be fun. That's why I do this stuff. I want to make sure everybody likes to see it, and he seems to be doing pretty good so far. And like I said, this is an interesting combat. And here are some of the specs. They should be showing up right about now. Yeah, so we'll do a run with Demolisher on him for you, Blade. We'll see how it comes out. And Fireclaw, yeah, we'll definitely we'll do an SG Thundercracker, or an SG Thundercracker after we do the Demolisher one. So let's go do this run. Now keep in mind, guys, this combat is still at level 10. So, you know, we're doing it. We're testing them out. We're making them. We're putting them through his paces. We're giving them some things to work with, and we're gonna go with Snapdragon. These are just some fun little bots I'm working with. Some fun little squads. I'm not really doing anything synergistic in these. I'm just putting them together, just so that we can just be able to test them and play with them. Joe Smith, yeah. Maybe I will do the next one with the Ba Weep Grana Weep Nini Bon. Maybe I will. And Energon goodies, you know. And Megatron. The name of the counterpart, yeah, it is indeed listed on the data sheet for each combat, bot, titan, and combiner. Yeah, Megatron is one of the guys who helps me maintain those and get those updated. So again, Patrick, thank you for your help on that. That is always a huge relief and a huge help when when we're making those changes and updates. I can't say enough how helpful that is. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you guys do actually pay attention to my fake ads. That's kind of fun and interesting. I'm glad that you do, because I really enjoy it. And okay, so we've got our squad up here. I did a Demolisher, Octopunch, and Snapdragon. And okay, we're going up one zone to zone 16. Because what do we do on CFTactics? We never go with the suggested zone. It does. GIOPS, yes, it does come with a level 11. All combats are level 11 capable. You just have to get a binary bonding element to do so. All right, and here we go. Let's see what he does. Because we've got these are all ranged bots, so this will be interesting. And Octopunch is hanging back like he's supposed to. This is looking good. Let's see what Demolisher does under this shield. He should come back up here in a minute. And hey, Fireclaw, they are fun. I'm not gonna lie. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not digging how this behavior of him just with the equipped combat. He comes and charging into something, and now he's hugging walls bad right now. But wow, did you see him take out that shock tower? One shot with him, and that was gone. That was actually really cool and really impressive. So that was a lot. So I mean, Wow, that was rather intense. And let's see if we can't get him closer. Let's see what he does. If he even intercepts Blaster. Oh, he did. He did. He got Blaster and his minions. Let's see what the oh, that went down. He went down quick. I didn't even see the glass gas come into it. Oh, there it went. There's some glass gas. I just got stunned and disabled. Okay, no big deal. My Demolisher's up there pretty good, but yeah. All right. So Blade, if they keep him like this, he might be a good combat bot for Demolisher and Overload. I'm not gonna lie. He might work that way. He might work really, really well that way. So that was a good run. Very good run. And then let's see. Fireclaw said SG Thundercracker. So yeah. He's one of my newest ones here on Playtest. So he's probably low level. Yeah. He's still brand new. So this'll be good. This'll be a good test to see how he does on a low level bot. So yeah. Let's see how this one is. Smokescreen, yeah. I can't tell you that. Gonna have to find out for yourself. There's but yeah, we've definitely got some good things going on here with it. So we've got him on SG Thundercracker. I wonder, do I have the G1 core for him yet? No, it does not look like it. Alright, well, maybe we'll just throw something on him right now. Let's see. What do I have available? Just XP cores? He doesn't need XP cores. But yeah, I got nothing left on here. Do I have anything that I can equip him with? XP. You know what? I'm gonna try putting a Golden Lagoon on him. Let's get rid of this Technicolor abomination and make it a nice golden jet. Some aesthetically pleasing stuff going on here. So we'll put a Golden Lagoon on him, and we'll see how that works. And let's bring in another one of my favorites, Half Shell, and we're gonna bring in my favorite Beast Wars character, Black Arachnia. So this will be a nice group here to play against. And we've been having some pretty good success in Zone 16, so we're going back to Zone 16 on keep in mind, playtest server, so which is about Zone 15 normally. It equates that way. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, where and I see a combiner beak. Oh, that's a shield gen. Okay. Well, let's see. This should be fun and interesting. First thing we're going to do is get Half Shell in range of that. Wow, even on a low level SG Thundercracker, this combat is doing some mad stuff. This is nuts. I mean, the glass gas and all this stuff coming through. Wow. So yeah, I'm definitely endorsing high DPS bots for this combat. I mean, it's crazy. That is nuts. Just does a great job. Does a really great job with high DPS bots. So yeah, that's gonna be the key with this guy. Is definitely gonna be, you want him on high DPS bots. Scorpulator and Tyrannitron, high DPS bots, definitely. And Windy, how you doing? Yes, I am testing the new C.O.M.B.A.T. Going through. Right now, we've got him at level 10. we're about to crank him up to level 11 with a BBE and see how significant these differences are going to be. And I gotta tell you, this is a rather impressive combat bot. He's coming out well. And I did mention such things for the playtest survey, that we wanted to do, that we wanted a good DP. Look at that difference. He goes from 32 to 41% of damage. That's DPS on your bots at level 11. So he's going to get 41% of the DPS from your bots. That's sick. That's going to be a game changer. That's really going to be something to look forward to. And I'm gonna do my best, and I'm going to recreate what we just did with the 10. We're going to do them on level 11. I'm going to start off with Blast Off. That's Firefly for the Autobots, and we're gonna crank them up to 11. 41% DPS. Let's see what mad stuff this guy is gonna do. And I just clicked them off. Really? That was not what I wanted to do. It really wasn't. And now I can't find him because I myself am having technical difficulties today, but I know what to do. So, and you know what? We're gonna throw Armada Megatron into this squad. And no Windy, no Elementals. I'll come back and I'll revisit it because I do things a couple of different times. And up to zone 14 we're going on this. And some more mad DPS bots. And watch this happen, Windy. Watch this happen, guys. 41% of DPS with this guy. With Glass Gas. And a little bit of fire. So, I mean, look at this. Just cracking through bases like this. This is just nuts. He is getting hung up on some walls, though. That is kind of frustrating and a little bit irritating. But I mean, boom! Look at this. This is just nuts. This is crazy and great and maddening and all types of stuff. This combat has a lot of promise. Has a lot of promise. So I can see a lot of people doing a lot of interesting builds here. And I mean, look, he's taking an outpost bot with reflective shield, with damage with reflective shielding, and he's just giving it to him, just pounding him hard with it. That Glass Gas kicks in, and down he goes. And 41% of this DPS is just knocking things down, clearing things out. This is going to be a very, very desired combat bot, I think. Scorpulator and Tyrannitron. And these guys are something fierce. This is maddening. This is going to be mean. So yeah, wow. This is going to be great. And welcome to the stream, Tyler. I didn't want to make you think that I didn't see you there. Just concentrating a little bit on getting going over the combat bot. So even at 10 and now level 11, this combat bot ain't playing around. He's out to clear out. He's here to kick ass and eat chewing gum, and he's fresh out of gum. So I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a very, very desired combat bot, I'm thinking. And let's put him on our 5-star onslaught, because that's where we started, because he's one of my favorites. I love it. And you know, people are like, onslaught isn't that great of a bot. I find him to be very, very well and underrated and a very great bot in general. Now we should see some of the extra range here on Onslaught, since oh no, Onslaught's a special. Dang. We'll try him with a couple of gunners and see if we get that, and see if we see that extra range yet. Like I said earlier this week, we weren't seeing it. We were actually seeing a reduction in range rather than a increase in range. But we'll see. I'm gonna throw Antagony on here. We're gonna try to do our best with just Onslaught in zone 13 on playtest. So he's a little low, and but this is gonna. Oh, I swear, guys, I don't orchestrate this stuff. I get some great layouts when I do my stream and when I do my videos for you guys. I don't know how it happens, but it does. But there we go. Single build bot gone. You know, and here we go. Here it goes. We're going to bring him in. He's coming in close. And he's just taking stuff out. Look at this. 41% DPS. He's just clearing things out. And I'm going to have to use a special ability because I don't ever play with medics, but I'll bring in like I said, yes, Onslaught is a little squishy, but boy, is the DPS makes up for it. So if you can get your Sky Burst or your Onslaught on this guy, you know, take him out. I mean, look, I hit him low with a low level. Okay, well deserved, I suppose. He had almost no health left, but I mean, still clearing these things out with 41% DPS. That's nuts. Plus you've got glass gas, and I added fire with him from Onslaught's abilities and element. So I mean, that was a triple hit right there. You know, that was just crazy good. This combat is going to be, I think, is going to be well worth it in the long run. That's assuming that they keep him like he is now. And since Windy missed it and a couple of other people missed it, here's Scorpulator. That is Tyrannitron, who's coming out in the next combat event, I believe. So we got a couple of weeks or a week. No, we have a combat event this week, so probably a couple more weeks. So we'll have the team be able to get him addressed and get him going. Yeah, so I mean, these guys are something fierce. They're not going to be slouches on these combats. They're pretty mean. And again, anything that I'm showing you this weekend is subject to change, guys. But with the way they currently are, they're really going to be a force to be reckoned with, depending upon which high DPS gunner or high DPS air class you equip them with. And like I said, it also looked like that we're also getting that they can equip to. And let me show you, because like I said, some of my sheets are already out of date. But look, we've got Ape Face as a triple changer, Black Arachnia, Bomb Burst. We've got, you know, the typical specials like Bombshell. We've got Breakdown. We've got Cicada Con. We got Counterpunch, Crankcase, specials, range specials, and yeah, as long as the bot's a range special or a gunner, it's pretty much equipable for these combats. It's going to be a major boost to these. I mean, look, even brings in SG Shockwave, so you could use that glass gas and his cryo, really make things brittle. Though his DPS isn't all that high. But, just a lot of these bots are good choices, good candidates to do it. But the major key is going to be that high DPS. Wherever you've got that high DPS going, that's probably going to be where you want to equip these guys. It's going to be humongous in that regard. And yep, I think I crashed my phone. That was me. Give me just a second. I'll get it back up. No big deal. And yeah, we gotta reconnect. Still gotta reconnect. Okay, yep, because it went idle. No big deal. Give me a second, guys. I'll get it back up here for you so you guys can see it. In the meantime, I'll throw the data sheets back up, let you guys scrutinize those for a little bit. And we're back where we should be. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, he's got a lot of great potential to go on with that. And sorry about it all crashing, guys. That was, like I said, it's a CFTactics stream, so there's going to have to be a technical difficulty. If we don't have one, there's going to something to be worried about. That's my opinion. And it's becoming a running gag now. But Windy, I would not put him on Blue Streak. Who's Wild Rider? I know that. At least right now, the way he's been, a lot of the playtesters have put him on Blue Streak and Wild Rider, and it's been disastrous. I would not recommend it for him in that particular regard. So I wouldn't do that. Cheeto, hey bro, welcome back to the stream. Glad that you were able to make it on. So yeah. And Trax is asking, how does this combat go with Springer? Well, let's find out. I love it. Astro Train is the counterpart for Springer. So let's see how he goes, because that is a good question, because he does equip to some triple changers. So yeah, let's see. Because these are the answers that we're out to. These are the questions we're out to answer. How does he do with this? Let's find out. And I'm gonna go with Armada Wheeljack. All right. So we got this set up, and we're gonna see how he does with this high DPS triple changer. And okay, got a decent little build here, or base layout. So we're gonna deploy him smack dab in the middle, so he starts hitting things. And there's that glass gas again, and he's about to clear things out. He's doing pretty good. And I need to heal myself here, but I don't think I'm going to. No, it did actually heal myself. Nice. But bring him back in here. And yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. He's not doing as good as like Demolisher or Onslaught was, Trax, but he's not slouching. I mean, then again, keep in mind, my Astro Train isn't maxed. Not yet anyway. That's Springer for you. So he's actually doing a. I mean, he's clearing out the front of this thing on his own. So I'm not going to complain. Most of the time, they'd be dead by now. Just don't hang up on a wall right now. Thank you. It did not. He did not. And there's Skyburst for you, and didn't last. Like I said, Onslaught and Skyburst are kind of squishy. We know this, but and he's not doing a bad job clearing out these wall segments. But I wish he wasn't hung up on them. I really do. And let me see. Was he really healing himself? Did that really happen? No. Okay. So I just wasted ability points. No big deal. But we'll bring some other guys in here. Because I know Astro Train's not going to last too long. But yeah, he's doing really, really good, honestly. He's doing pretty much. He's doing pretty good on some of these triple changers. And Cheeto, I know that you are a fellow con myself. Also look into Octone. Octone's not bad either. So he can do pretty good with Octone, which is Sandstorm, like Trax was saying. But yeah. Because they're very comparable. Astro Train and Octone / Springers and Sandstorm, they're comparable overall to Astro Train. They just don't return where they went, when they heal. So I mean, it's not so bad. And overall, considering that, I had a mid-level Astro Train here. He did not do too bad overall. He did a pretty good job. over at RC's Bumper Girls, right, Cheeto? Watches over there, right? But yeah, I would definitely say at least give him a shot, give him a try. Sigma, he does equip there. I did want to segue into talking about some of the legacy stuff, but hey, this is going great too. So let's keep going here. You said D16 / Orion packs. Let's see, because I believe I saw him on the list here for it. It might have just been my squad selection screen, but let's double check. Equip combat. Yeah, Scorpulator's on here. He's on here. Let's see what happens. Matt, we're gonna find out. But yeah, I believe it's the targets that are within range. So you gotta remember that a lot of these specials or some of these ranged gunners, they've got some they've got close quarters targeting, so it's not just a hey, we're going to be able to get this going. And you know what? As much as I hate saying it, I'm gonna swap out. I'm going to add a healer on here because I'm not sure. Because hey, I'm showing people how to fail wonderfully. So let's get a medic in here. Yeah, we'll throw a flatline on this squad. Back into zone 14 because we don't do anything at the standard level. And Soul is on. Finally. I was wondering if you were going to show up. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay. This is going to be another interesting exercise. With him equipped to D16. And we're going to just throw all of these bots in here. But I want a D16 out here in the front first. And we're zooming in. We're going to be focusing on D16 here. And we're going to give some healing zones to the rest of the bots as well. And let's take a look. See, hey, he's not doing so hot. But then again, oh, I'm looking at the wrong target. But then again, I do have a low level D16 on here. So, and yes, I believe Fireclaw, we can put him on Dirtbag as well. Like I said, a lot has changed. A lot of the equipability has changed over the week. It does appear as though we are getting more and more range specials being able to be added to this bot. So we're going to have to definitely and okay, he's not doing a bad job. D16's not doing a bad job here. But again, he's got kind of low DPS. So yeah, I mean, 41% of DPS is 41% of DPS. That's still nothing to snuff about, you know. And did we lose the stream again? It looks like we may have. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And sometimes I gotta reinitialize it. And let's see if we're back up yet. Yeah, it's still saying reconnect again, but weird. So either the stream, the stream is way behind me right now. There we go. Let's get back up to date here. But I have to agree with you, Megatron. I think the glass gas is the key in this regard, because it also, as most of you guys know, glass gas makes bots, buildings, everything else brittle. You know, so that is entirely possible. That is a big overall game changer there. But yeah, there's a lot that we can do with this bot. It seems to be, despite the fact that it's just specials and gunners. These combat bots seem to be really versatile. But I'm still gonna say, stick with the high DPS bots. That's where these guys are going to shine, or on the high DPS bots. And let's see. Fireclaw said, "Hey, can we put him on Dirtbag?" Let's find out. I think so. Double dealer. No Dirtbag. Unless I passed him. Demolisher, dead end. D16. Yeah, no Dirtbag. So, that's interesting. But we can't put them on Flame War and Afterbreaker. So that'll be interesting too. But like I said, there's a lot of interesting combos that we can do here with this bot. And I think it's going to overall be a highly desirable combat bot for those high DPS bots that you really want to keep working with. You know, you don't want them to be slouches anywhere. You want them to be big hitters, hard hitters, to keep them to help keep them in line and keep them alive. Trigger happy. Let's see, trigger happy. Let's find out. Going down to the T's. And yes, run amok and runabout. I think it was Soundwave who said it earlier. I'm looking through the chat, but I don't remember who said it. Yes, Trigger Happy's there because he's a gunner. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Windy, a lot of people have. Windy is asking, is Blue Streak in the new combat buggy? No, I wouldn't say that per se, but what I would say is I don't see that as an ideal combination, despite the fact that Blue Streak is a gunner. I would honestly say it's more so just how it works with them. I haven't tested them on them, apparently, obviously, but hearing some of the feedback and some of the frustration that the other playtesters have had with Blue Streak and Scorpulator, I'm gonna probably say, yeah, no, that's not. I don't want to take the risk in that regard. But yeah, we've got a lot of good choices to make here. Got a lot of good choices to make here. And so yeah, they're gonna seem really, really interesting. Now, the last topic I had on hand, because we've eaten up a lot of time, and I'm not complaining. I really appreciate everybody's interest with this new combat. And as it changes or as updates are made, I or Waza or Soldier or whoever we'll let you guys know about it. But we've got a couple of legacy bots coming in, a couple of legacy reworks. It's going to be it's for 5-star Bruticus. They're both gunners, and it's going to be Mirage and Breakdown, and it's going to be Vortex and Dust Up. They're getting 5-star legacy reworks because we're also going to be starting sometime on 5-star Bruticus / Optimus Maximus. So we're gonna have some. Hopefully these combiners will come back to being relevant again. Because they're a lot of players' favorites, and they are sadly underwhelming on the whole. Overall, so we're gonna need those 5 stars coming in for those new combiners, or those reworks rather, and we're gonna have we've got our work cut out for us over in playtest, because nothing yet has been nailed down for them. But we're hoping to get something nailed down so that we can start seeing a 5-star Bruticus, a 5-star Breakdown / Mirage, and a 5-star Vortex / Dust Up. There have been a lot of great ideas in terms of ability, a new ability update or a special ability update for these guys, which. One that I really like, at least for Vortex and Dust Up, is that it does something similar like Octopunch's Whirlwind, but it does it for Dust Up and Vortex, and it'll follow him as he moves through the base, dropping his missiles. So that'll be something interesting to see, and something to take care of. But we haven't gotten any new, not too much new information on those, but they are coming. They are down the pike. And as most of you also are aware of, that from from C.O.M.B.A.T.s announcement to Waz's feature last week and my feature last week. We've got 3 major things going on in the roadmap. HQ19 is one of them. Some alliance work and reworks and war rehashes are going over, and Primes 2.0 are all coming down the pike, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I agree with you, Fireclaw. We definitely need a kickback rework. That needs to come soon. Actually, all 3 Insecticons could use a major buff, especially given the current state of the game. But so that's what's coming down the pike in that side of things. And so it's gonna be a fun and interesting way of looking at what's coming. If you guys can, be sure to tune in when the Team Twitch's stream goes live on the 17th. Chime in, ask questions, bombard them, rip it apart. Well, don't rip them apart, but address the topics in the stream as best as you guys can. Hopefully they'll answer some things. Tracks, we haven't heard anything about a 5-star or legacy upgrade for Cup yet. Probably gonna. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to give you guys false hope. But that would be a nice one to have as well. Have Dead End and Cup finally get a 5-star. They're not irrelevant bots by any means right now. They're still good bots to have. So, and they're still workable, but yet, like you guys are saying, a 5-star wouldn't hurt either. And it's gonna be weird with Freezius taking a hiatus. You guys are going to depend on me and Waza a lot more. And what was it? Calum said this week or something that I was like the keeper of knowledge. So, I'm kind of flattered by that. So you guys know, you guys can hit me up on either my Discord server or on the TFEW server. The link to my Discord servers in the chat, and we can always, address topics and get people the information they're looking for. And like I said, if I don't have it, I'll find it. I'll get you an answer some way, one way or another. Cheeto, you are like the Lego of Chester Cheetahs. Last week, somebody else was completing you. This week, it's 5-star Dead End. Next week, it'll probably, I don't know, be a beehive that'll sweet and hot Cheetos coming your way. But I'll be stepping up my game to make sure that everybody's still going to be getting the data that they've come to rely on from me and from the studio through me. And just keep in mind that I also have a big schedule change coming up, so I don't know when that is actually going to take effect yet. Real life stuff has been a whirlwind and a gargantuan snowball on stuff. So I've got some real life schedule changes coming up. So, like I said, my stream may move to sometime within the week. It may change times, it may change days, but I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. But I will continue to stream and give you guys the information that you guys so love and need. So, but yeah, so that's really much what's gonna conclude this week's Saturday stream. We always try to have a good time, and like Cheeto said just now said, we do have a good time on our server. I'm not overly militant on my Discord server. You know, standard typical rules apply, but come on over to the Discord server for the CFTactics. We'll keep things going. I have a couple of Yodo guys on there as well, so if I'm not able to answer your questions, maybe they can. But I know those guys are busy, so keep shooting your questions at me, and I'll get them. I'll get them answered as best as I can. So yeah, again, guys, thanks for a wonderful stream. Thank you for all the suggestions on this combat. I think we've had a lot of fun seeing the difference between level 10 and a level 11. I mean, it was a serious crank up. It went from 32% of the DPS to 41. That is huge. That's going to be something that we're going to definitely have to keep a good watch out for, and keep a hopefully that doesn't change. I hope that doesn't get diminished or lessened any means, because that's right now that's making him a desirable buy. Even me, I'm like, I kind of want to go for this